Hello, my lovely viewers, and welcome. I am Kira, a romantic ace, and tonight we are streaming the final chapter of the Royal Romance, Book 3. This is the final chapter in the entire saga. So, tissues are at hand just in case. If you haven't joined me before, welcome! I drink and I cuss. If you want to play the drinking game along with me, the rules are right here underneath the player over at twitch.tv/aromanticace for those of you watching the VOD. I myself have water, of which I'll be partaking tonight because, the sleep meds have been taken, and I feel like, depressants on a bad day are kind of irresponsible. So, also, if you haven't joined me before, the story so far, so we are playing as Kira, a New York City waitress who was trafficked to the Western European country of Cordonia after we served the bachelor party of then Crown Prince Shamar, who, we thought he was cute, he thought we were cute, we kidnapped him and took him to the Statue of Liberty, so obviously this means we would drop everything on an hour's notice and fly to Cordonia to participate in the social season, which is how the future reigning monarch chooses their co-regent, is over the course of, a few months, bachelor style, just a bunch of eligible people, I assume, although I certainly did not see any options for God's sake, phone. What are you doing? Stop it. I say no. Okay. It has started to do this thing where even though I tell it not to fall asleep for 10 minutes, it falls asleep before that anyway, so I don't know what it's doing. Anyway, over the course of a single social season, we're just going to drop everything, fly out to Cordonia. We know nothing about this country. Don't even know that it exists, apparently, but here we are. We're going to try to become queen. So we go through all the various, trials and tribulations, the masquerade balls and the fancy tea parties and the constant judgment and the sexual assault. That was good too. Guy just walked into our room and, we were half naked and he tried to kiss us. And apparently someone took photos of that encounter, because at the end of book 1, everything was looking great. He was gonna propose to us at the ball, like, tradition dictated. And lo and behold, somebody sold those photos to the press, and of course this was all our fault as, the dreadful, sinful woman who was cheating on the king. About to be king. So, Book 2 was spent clearing our name and trying to find out who got those photos in the first place and who all was involved. Turned out the guy who walked into our room and didn't take no for an answer until Drake punched him in the face, was played just as much as we were, led on by, the rumor mill that was saying that we were into him and so forth, although, to his own admission, that doesn't excuse his behavior. Tracked him down and eventually figured out that the man behind the whole sordid scheme was King Father Constantine, who for some reason, thought this New York City waitress with no canon experience in politics or in law or in anything that someone might need to run a country wasn't qualified. I don't know where he got this idea. But we got our name cleared. We finally got a proposal out of our prince. We're now queen to be. Everything's looking great at the homecoming ball, and I wish I was kidding, but I'm not. Ninjas jumped out of the wall and tried to kill us. Drake took a bullet for us. I regret to inform my lovely viewers that he is, in fact, still alive. We even had to buy a wedding present for him. So Book 3 has been spent trying to figure out who was behind that and to thwart their evil schemes, which included burning down an apple orchard, which, to be fair, pretty much devastated the Cordonian economy, so that was pretty bad. Setting off a bomb at the palace, which ended up killing the King Father, who was dying of consumption anyway, so it's okay. I think they actually said lung cancer, but it's basically consumption. and flooding an art gallery without destroying any of the art. Yes, those dastardly villains apparently still have respect for fine art. So, and who was the ringleader of these dastardly villains? None other than our former press secretary and guy who's way too fond of earbuds, Justin, or, as his real name is, Anton Severus. Because if his name is Severus, he must be scary. And the first person you think of totally is not the abusive potions professor from Hogwarts. No, not at all. Turns out he's also legally married to our former rival Olivia in an agreement that his parents struck with her parents when they were babies, but then her parents didn't put in the will to tell her before she came of age to be courting other people for more advantageous marriages. This honestly seems like something that should have been written down where people would find it and not locked away in a vault buried in a book that no one's ever gonna open. Yeah. So then, our whole business was tracking down Anton, and, he eventually escalated his attacks to sending assassins into the bridal parlor where were finally having our gown fitted the day of the wedding, an hour before the wedding. This was the fitting. All right. Assassins show up. We literally beat people with swords, and then we have to go get married. Our bridal party is all there, so they're all traumatized. One of them had even been stabbed before, has to go through this again, be re-traumatized by this whole process, and then we're just expected to go into the ceremony and smile and, be all joyful. No. Not how this works. But we get through the ceremony, everything's great. They say they're tracking down Anton. All right, everything's going to be good. Go to the wedding reception. We're talking about sneaking away with our, now husband, because it's not like we've never done this before. And it turns out our new butler, Gladys, betrays us, turns us over to Anton. Yeah, she's fired. So now, in the last episode, we were held prisoner with Olivia while Anton was trying to get Shamar to come trade himself for us to free us, but he was planning on killing us and Shamar anyway and still marrying Olivia, so I'm not sure why we were left alive in the first place, because once Shamar's gonna show up anyway. But this whole plan was predicated on Shamar not actually thinking through stuff. Shamar, whose mother was murdered, whose father was actually murdered, who had at least one attempt on his life, clearly has no idea how to handle this situation. Obviously not. No. Of course, our friends came and, kind of rescued us. We were already halfway there, but they kind of met us halfway. And then we went and kind of rescued Shamar, although he was, he still had a knife on him that somehow these assassins missed while they were patting him down. Fights ensued. The assassins were accordingly incompetent. We defeated Anton Justin Severus in time. What was his last name as Justin? I don't even know. Anyway, he's captured, he's in chains. We went back to our wedding reception, partied hard, went back to the honeymoon suite, partied harder, and now, finally, the final chapter. The stinger is you've defeated Anton. You can finally enjoy your first day as a married woman. What does that hold? Are we gonna cry? Let's find out. This is Chapter 22, Happily Ever After. Yay! With your wedding over and Anton safely behind bars, and rose petals all over the floor that someone's gonna have to clean up, you wake up in the arms of Shamar for the first time as a married couple. Aww. Actually, we've never woken up in each other's arms at all because we never stayed till the morning, which says something about us. Anyway. Good morning, my queen. Yeah, you sly little shit. Shamar, we can say, isn't this a nice sight? Or, why didn't you wake me up? 'Cause we were sleeping and he was being polite, Kira. Oh my god, Shamar, isn't this a nice sight? You're still not wearing a shirt. I was just thinking the same thing. Yeah, we ain't wearing a shirt either. We're sleeping in a bra, which, I'm sorry, sleeping in underwire, no thank you. No bloody thank you. That hurts. Now that we're married, it's always gonna be like this, isn't it? Hopefully? We know it's not, but we like to think it would be. You tuck your head against Shamar's chest. Clearly no one's arms are falling asleep or anything, or no one's too hot, or, that stuff isn't happening. Last night was, we can say, incredible, magical, or so freaking hot. I mean, I did choose the passionate option, which honestly wasn't that different from like a slow and sensual, like romantic version. So I don't know. There were teeth. I guess that makes it more passionate. Sure. I don't know. Last night was incredible. It's a good enough answer. I don't care. I know it seems impossible, but every time that we are together is better than the last, my queen. Yeah, you charmer. Having you last night and knowing that finally you were my wife, it was more than I'd dreamed. Do people actually refer to, like, having someone? Is that still a thing that people say? Like, I have you? I shall have you? Like, in the context of sex, not in the context of, like, having slaves. I don't know. Shamar pulls you close and kisses you. You close your eyes and forget the world around you. I want a lifetime of nights like that with you. Wow, okay, that's ambitious. And also how you make lots of babies, which is technically now our job because we're queens. So, I mean, start now. What did you just come into, Echo? Yeah. Discussing some things with the internet. Then the queen shall have it. You have all of me now. Now and forever, my love. Aww. What didn't I have before? So, what are the royal plans for the day? Planting trees? Kissing babies? Not our own yet? I'm not ready to share you with the kingdom yet. I want you to myself this morning. Cool, you gonna feed me? Cause, like, I'm hungry, and also I need to take my meds, which I'm certainly on after all this trauma. Oh? He pulls you into a second kiss, deeper than before. Mm-hmm. Shamar leans toward you, bringing his face close to yours. I'm still thinking about these rose petals, y'all. These have been here since last night. I have a little surprise waiting for you, but you'll need to get dressed first. Do I have to wear a bra? Because if I have to wear a bra, I'm not interested. I was probably wearing a goddamn set of Spanx through that entire wedding debacle. I told you I cuss. So, like, I'm sore. And I kind of just want to, like, let myself go and breathe in all directions if I so choose. You and Shamar roll out of bed and step into the closet together. Pick an outfit for a surprise morning outing with Shamar. You might want to wear something light that can get wet. Make your own jokes, people. So yeah, this was our little beach outfit that we bought before, which is pretty much what I was planning on wearing. I think it's cute. So yeah, I like it. We're going with it. You turn to show off as Shamar finishes dressing. How's this? Wonderful. Look, okay, hang on. So we're in a bikini, and he's in a freaking suit? Are you serious right now? What the hell? Dude, reciprocate. But how else would we know he changed clothes? You could design another outfit. You could design one more outfit for the last freaking episode. Come on. The fastest way to find out is to put this on. If you are blindfolding me, I swear to God. Oh my God. Shamar places a silk blindfold into your hands. Alright, here's the problem with silk blindfolds. They, like, crumple over, and they're not usually very good. Because, like, silk is flimsy. Okay? Silk is really flimsy, so unless it's, like, a really wide piece of silk that, like, really covers your brow and, like, part of your cheek, and even then it's gonna, like, start to kind of slide down. Or unless it's got quite a lot of structure to it, like if it's got some interfacing inside, that thing's gonna, like, basically end up digging into the bridge of our nose and not really being a blindfold. It's just gonna be a strip of fabric that's tied over our eyes and is annoying. Yeah. Okay. I'm scared where this is going. It's okay, Echo. It's rated T for teen. It can't get that kinky. Although, some of the scenes in Endless Summer, y'all. If I ever stream that one, you're gonna hear words. You're gonna hear lots of words and opinions. Do you trust me? No. Oh, okay. So he hands us a sleep mask. This isn't a blindfold. This is a sleep mask. Okay. Alright. Alright. This is a little bit better. Although now we've got the problem of the elastic is going to just, like, slide down over the back of our head, and we're going to have to, like, constantly keep adjusting the blindfold, and yeah. Alright, fine. I'll put it on. As the world falls to black, Shamar leads you outside. Oh my god. This is like Bird Box shit. Okay. Careful. What? That is not specific enough, Shamar. Careful. Careful with what? My feet? My hands? My head? What? Be specific. I am blindfolded. You're a lousy dom. We can sneak a peek past the blindfold, take Shamar's hand, or pretend to fall so that Shamar catches me. Man, we're a horrible person. I've tried so hard, y'all, and we're still a terrible person. Yeah, no, some of the scenes in Endless Summer, yeah, I'm not kidding. There's some shit that I would talk about. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I don't think I'm actually ready to stream that next, because that series, you know, breaks your heart and crushes your soul. So, not sure I'm ready for that. But, we'll find out on Friday what I'm streaming next. I'm gonna take Shamar's hand. I'm gonna not be terrible, okay? Maybe we could hold hands, you know, so I don't trip. Why was he not holding our hand until now? Shamar, you're terrible at this. You literally need a class. I am not kidding. You suck. You feel Shamar's warm hand wrap snugly around yours. Like, how was I doing this without crashing into things? I can't get around my own house if it's dark. A short while later, you feel yourself led into a car, then driven a short distance away. Alright, so I'm getting motion sick now, thank you. You step out onto what seems like a stone path among tall blades of grass. You hear the call of birds overhead and smell salt on the wind. Like, I would like to play through Endless Summer again, because there's some things that I would like to do differently compared to my first playthrough, but honestly, if I stream that, I need to have a walkthrough in front of me, because I will screw up that game. So, yeah, that's the other problem, is being able to have the walkthrough in front of me and still see chat and everything, so... Like, the other books I really don't care about, but Endless Summer, there's some tough decisions, like, very early on, and yeah. Are we... Echo's like, I am your walkthrough. Okay, but, like, the delay from chat, what about the timed choices? You can't help me there. Shamar lifts the blindfold. It's true, I could practice a book before I play it, or before I stream it. And you find yourself on a secluded private beach. He raises a picnic basket in his arms. Cool, sand everywhere. I hate sand. It's rough, coarse, and irritating. And it gets everywhere. And you literally believed that more than you believed Anakin Skywalker saying it, didn't you? Yes, you did. Admit it. I'm not even trying. Because that script is horrible, and I'm so sorry to everyone in that movie. Okay, back to the book. I know we'd both love to take a month-long honeymoon to some tropical paradise, but with Cordonia recovering and Anton facing trial, it's gonna take a little extra time for us to get there. And it'll probably have to be a diplomatic trip anyway. But, you know, we'll find a reason. So I thought, if we can't have our full honeymoon just yet, maybe we can have something special in the meantime. Take off your damn suit jacket, boy. That is too hot. Okay? It is too hot. Is it really just you and me? I doubt it. You do still have bodyguards. We have the beach completely to ourselves. There's no one else here for miles in any direction. Yeah, you also claimed to have vetted your staff, which, you know, Anton's people were then able to infiltrate, so why don't I believe you, Shamar? God. Oh, you really thought this through. About that. Mostly I didn't know what you'd want for breakfast, so I brought a few different options to choose from. Now, what can I get you to drink? If there is not a mimosa in there, Shamar, I swear to God, because the hangover is real. Okay, that's the other thing. There was drinking at this wedding reception, and drinking of champagne. We would be so hungover. Oh my God, so hungover. There is champagne, at least. So we've got the, like, tropical fruity drink punch stuff. We've got the infused water, which, I'm sorry, infused water is disgusting. I've talked about this before. It doesn't taste like anything enough to actually be worth it. Or, okay, they're calling it a mimosa. Alright, we're gonna have the mimosa. Take a drink. They're drinking in the game. An occasion like this should feel like a celebration. And that means champagne. You take a sip. The perfect mix of freshly squeezed orange juice and bubbles bursts with flavor against your tongue. So Shamar knows how to make a mimosa. This marriage is starting out well. Now, how about something to eat? Yes, you need this if you're going to get over a hangover. Alright, so we have a French pastry. Pastries are good. A freshly baked morning roll. Bread's good too. Or a fruit and cheese platter. Ugh. Okay, I would normally say that fruit and cheese platter is more picnicky and choose that, but remember, we're hungover. We need something a little more substantial. I'm going with the freshly baked morning roll. This is Kira's lessons in how to get over a hangover, which I've only had like 3 of in my life. You select a cranberry and orange bread knot from the basket. It's still warm. Is it humanly possible to resist the smell of freshly baked bread? It is when you're celiac, but, you know, we're not. So, just saying. Why would you want to? Again, celiac. Or a general wheat allergy. Any of those are perfectly valid reasons to resist freshly baked bread. Good point. You take a bite. Good? God, I hope so. Try perfect. Thank you so much for putting this together for us. You finish your breakfast side by side with Shamar, looking across an impossibly blue ocean to an endless bright horizon. Drinks, breakfast, a miniature honeymoon by the shore. You really thought of everything. What comes next? That part is up to you. We could go back to the palace, or spend some diamonds. Or we could stay just a little while longer, have some fun together on the beach. Maybe something more. Oh, no. No choices. I'm on to you. I know your kinks. Alright? I know your kinks. One of them is outdoor shenanigans. I'm just saying. I know you. Shamar moves toward you in the sand and looks into your eyes with a longing expression. Damn, boy! Damn! The aloes are really working this chapter, aren't they? This is your final chance to spend an intimate moment with Shamar. Oh God. This early in the night, y'all. Do I want to? So we can spend a private afternoon on the beach with Shamar, who is still inexplicably wearing a suit, for 15 diamonds, and maybe get him out of that suit, I guess. Or head home. Unfortunately, what I honestly feel like Kira would do is spend the afternoon with Shamar, but how do the writers think of this stuff? I mean, you know, aloe's gonna aloe, but also, you know, something, it's the last chapter, we should give them their money's worth, whatever. But no, the writers and choices so far appear to have a very specific set of kinks that they're allowed to put into the stories. And yeah, outdoor is definitely one of them. We're seriously looking at you, Endless Summer. You have a thing for this. So they're on a deserted island. It's not like there's anybody around. All our friends are around. Okay, it's still weird. Like literally, right? It's weird. I guess we're gonna do what Kira would probably actually do and spend a private afternoon on the beach with Shamar. I ain't promising sex though, Aloes. I'm just saying. I don't know if I'm there yet. I'm not ready to leave just yet. Besides, I want to enjoy the water with you. Oh no. Oh no, when she says enjoy, I have a feeling she means other things. Oh dear. Shamar, take your damn clothes off already. Sounds wonderful. Just let me get changed first. You seriously gonna duck behind a tree and change? Okay. Shamar removes his top and tosses it onto the sand. He's got like 3 layers on. This took a hot minute. There. Much better. Oh dear. I haven't done Quinn's route. I've only done one route. But oh dear. Oh my. Shamar, we can say, you are so hot. Or, my king. Okay, I kind of like the second one. Shamar, my king. Because you know she says it like that. Come on. This day just keeps getting better and better. Yeah. The two of you splash into the water, your hands linked. It's gonna be cold compared to sitting out. We can splash Shamar or dive under the waves. I feel like Shamar's getting splashed enough by the actual waves, and also standing in the waves is harder than you think it is. I'm diving underneath. Personally. You draw a deep breath, then plunge under the surface of the water and kick, propelling yourself forward. I just imagine Shamar with the rip-off suit. Yes, yes. The pants with the Velcro up the side. You know that, yeah, y'all know that's what happened. He's in a Speedo under that thing. Guaranteed. Like, yeah, no, I'm here for that. The rip away clothes, I'm here for that. That's prior planning, which I think Shamar would do. Arms circle around to find your waist, and you spin to find Shamar submerged beneath you. Oh my god, no. Oh my god, no. Y'all, I'm not ready for this. Dude, we're gonna drown. We're gonna fucking drown. Let me up. Why are we happy about this? We're gonna die. Shamar pulls your face to his. Bubbles erupt from your noses and flow to the surface as you share an underwater kiss. Oh, good. So there's like water in the way and it, blah, blah, blah. Seawater does not taste good. Finally, you resurface for air. Yeah, I was already having problems. I guarantee it. I kinda like swimming with you. Clearly, Kira does not have any sort of lung disease. Kinda. Ouch. Okay, I really love swimming with you. Or anything with you, really. Long live the king. Echo! Oh my god. Then let's memorialize the occasion. Come with me. If you are carving our initials into trees, you're a horrible person. Shamar leads you back onto the beach and plucks a piece of driftwood off the ground. Okay, I might be okay with this. What should I write, my queen? Oh my god, we get to choose. Oh no. I can't handle this kind of responsibility, y'all. Okay, so what do we write? I feel like Shamar plus Kira is kind of boring. Okay, cool, it works. I don't have enough characters to do what I want. Yeah, I still think this is valid though. Ace is not here. There's gonna be Ace is not here for this. Let me die. Or do I do some kind of pun that references another game? I can't think of any though. Let Me Die basically references Endless Summer. So, yeah, no, I'm going with that. Why the hell not? Shamar carefully traces Ace is not here in a patch of sand, then stands back to admire it, because there are clearly no aces involved in this scene at all. Ace is not here. It's perfect. Too bad the waves will wash it away. Yeah, kind of like, we get erased every chance someone gets. That makes me appreciate it all the more right now. The waves will capture this message and carry it with them forever. Oh my god. You philosophical sap. I love it. I love it. So it'll be eternal. Just like our love. Oh, blah. Blah. It's cute though. Shamar slips an arm around your waist and pulls you close. There's something that feels so incredible about this moment. Oh, yeah? It's because we're, so we can say finally married or practically naked. Wow. There's the very allo-romantic and there's the very allosexual answer, and apparently never the twain shall meet. Oh my. I take it seriously at first, and the more times it goes from normal to help, end me, please. Yeah. Yeah. I have to go with it's because we're finally married. I can't with the practically naked. I'm sorry. Sorry, y'all. For once, we can just play in the ocean and take a long walk along the beach like a couple in love. Aww. So romantic. I could spend an eternity on this beach with you. Make a royal decree. The king and queen will live out their days in romantic bliss and unbridled passion. Okay, bridle it a little bit. Just a little, a tiny bit of bridling. Unbridled passion. Do you have an example of this unbridled passion? Oh dear. Oh my. Yeah, we got the slutty music on. You lean in and kiss Shamar deeply, savoring the feel of his lips. Private beach, huh? Very private. Though, there are also tents if you would like even more seclusion. Yeah, I would like even more seclusion. The paparazzi are literally everywhere, you goddamn idiot. They would love these pictures. Love it. Love it. So we can stay here by the water or go to a private tent. As I just said, the paparazzi are everywhere. We're going to the tent, boy. Plus sand in places. You don't understand. This is asking for a yeast infection. As you wish. Yes, I do wish. Thank you. Thank you for the reference. Shamar lifts you up and carries you into a nearby tent. Ooh, all muscular and Baywatchy. I like it. Just occurred to me that some of you probably only get the reference to the movie. Oh no. Now this is luxury. It's pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. Together you sink onto the sea of pillows covering the ground. Ooh, yes, sea of pillows, much better than the sand. Shamar places a hand on your cheek and guides your lips to his for an urgent kiss. You grab his shoulders, pulling him closer. His tongue dances against your lips and your heart flutters in your chest. Aww. My Kira. Yeah. You're cute. You sigh as he cups your face in his hands and breaks away for a moment to meet your eyes. You are my everything. I hope so. You married my ass. For love. And you're mine. Yeah. He kisses you again, wrapping his arms around your waist, and you melt into his embrace. I should kiss Shamar flirtatiously or passionately? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go with flirtatiously. Y'all have me worried. Flirtatiously. I don't know what that means, but we're gonna find out. You nibble gently at Shamar's lower lip, then pull away, smiling. Oh, okay, so we're gonna tease him. Alright, cool. He dips in for another kiss, but you playfully pull away, shifting to plant a smattering of kisses on his neck. Yeah. If you're trying to build anticipation, it's working. Yeah, sorry, I had to throw that in there. Couldn't help it. Just keeping you on your toes. But we're sitting down, Kira. You run a hand over his head as you bite his earlobe softly. He groans. You run a hand over his head. That does not sound sexy. I'm sorry. Like, what? There's better ways to phrase that. Let's put it that way. Also, which head? Oh, Kira. Oh, God. Oh, no. We didn't mean... Oh, no. Kira! You're supposed to work up to that. Ah! His hands roam your form, tracing a line up your thigh to your waist, then over to your belly button and up, until he crests the curve of your breast. You gasp. Crests the curve... Okay, whatever. What ifs? Why are we surprised? We're acting surprised that he's touching our boob. Okay. I don't know. A pleasant shiver runs down your spine, and Shamar smiles in response. Is that... amazing? Yes. Alright, okay. Yeah, this is escalating quickly. Shamar's hand moves to the small of your back, where he curls his fingers into the sheer fabric. What would it have said if we'd have worn anything other than this? That's what I want to know. He runs a finger along your jaw. When the tip of his finger reaches your chin, he tilts your head back and gently kisses your neck. Are we covered in sunscreen, by the way? Because we should have been wearing sunscreen, and now we're all sticky because sunscreen and ew. This is not getting sexier, I'm sorry. So we can straddle him or lie back on the pillows. There's implications with either of these. I'm gonna lie back on the pillows. See what happens there. You shoot Shamar an alluring smile, letting a hand slide down his arm until you reach his hand. You pull him over you as you sink back into a mound of pillows on the floor of the tent. Shamar braces himself above you. Creepy, but sure. Come here, my king. You slip your hand behind his head and bring his lips to yours, enjoying the pressure and heat of him on top of you. What? We said afternoon. What time of year is it? Because when we're like surrounded by candles and shit in an enclosed space, this is getting really, really warm, really, really fast, and not in the sexy way. Also sunscreen. You rake your nails across his skin, getting sunscreen all under your fingernails, and he draws in a sharp breath. Although, wait, no, Shamar was fully clothed the entire time, so he's not wearing all that much sunscreen. The brat! Ugh. You are undeniable, my queen. Yeah, you're goddamn right. You guide Shamar down onto you and moan softly as he begins to move his hips against you. Oh dear. Oh. I should hold him close or gaze into his eyes. Honestly, the eye gazing always ends up sounding weird, so I guess I'm just gonna hold him. Let's hold him close. You press your body against his, enjoying the feel of his muscles working and the sensation of his skin against yours. All sticky from the sunscreen! I'm all about sunscreen. His hands push against the small of your back, trying to pull you ever closer. What is the arrangement right now? Because he's gotta be, like, holding himself up, but then also his hands have to be at the small of our back. Are we spooning? Well, we can't be, because then he would be behind us, and, like, we would be... Although I guess we're, like... That's the only thing I can think of. Because, like... Yeah, she could be pushing back. But, like, you can't really, like, reach back and grab very easily in that position. He would have to do... But, no! Push against the small of your back, trying to pull you ever closer, so we can't be doing that. What is going on? I don't understand. Maybe Kira has a kink for all the heat. I mean, she did live in New York before this. It is cold as fuck there. This is true. This is true. She may just be trying to get as much warmth as she possibly can. It's like moving to Tatooine from Hoth. Kira, how are we... I'm coming back to this. How are we arranged? You move together to a rhythm only the two of you can hear. With every beat, an electrifying pulse of pleasure ripples through you, each one bigger than the last. There we go with the electric analogies again. Your fingers and toes begin to tingle as your surroundings fade away, leaving only you, Shamar, and the mounting waves of pleasure. Sure. Yes, Shamar. No, I'm not going to say this like she actually would. Okay? This ain't a family show, but I'm trying not to get kicked off the air. Oh god, yes. Whatever. Suddenly, you're overcome by a crashing tsunami of ecstasy. A crashing tsunami of ecstasy. I'm gonna let that one sink in for y'all. It shall be called the confusion position. I should be able... So that's actually a thing, though. I should be able to know pretty much how you're arranged based on what you tell me. If I'm ever questioning the physical mechanics of how you're arranged while you're doing really anything, but particularly this, that's a failure of writing. Especially in a reader, like a direct reader insert like this. Like, come on, y'all. This ain't that difficult. It's really not. But we don't want to be too explicit. You're already writing a sex scene. Go for the gusto. Come on. The only thing that makes this T for teen is they're not actually using words for body parts. In fact, they really don't even talk about us taking our bottoms off, which... Yes, you can do this with them on. It's more difficult, but you can, but they're probably not. Just saying. Anyway. Crashing tsunami of ecstasy. Okay. Kira! I don't know. I am not... No, she's happy. We're not oh my god. Alright. Sometime later, you lie in Shamar's embrace, propped up on a luxurious mound of plush pillows. This is better than waking up on the beach. In the sand. Which can get cold. You are incredible. I would fucking hope so. I could say the same for you. Okay, but of the two of us, which has probably had more practice? He kisses the top of your head. Hey. Thank you. Direct character insert. Looks at my characters. None of them are me. Yeah, totally! Okay, but that is literally what these books are supposed to be. They are supposed to be reader inserts. So, like, yeah. Also, let's face it, author inserts happen. They just do. It's fine. Like, it's fine. Just don't marry sue yourself and you're fine. Don't sue yourself. That's also a good rule for life. It can get really complicated in the courtroom. So, oh my god, they're literally calling it sex on the beach. You slept with Shamar in a tent on the beach. I have a feeling not a lot of sleeping actually happened. This has been the perfect day so far. I'm glad. I know we'll have plenty of days to spend together now that we're married. But I wanted this one, our first real one, to be something special. Yeah, you can tell how into this I am by the fact that I'm yawning in the middle of the dialogue. Every day with you always is. Aww. A few weeks later, on the eve of your honeymoon, in this tiny-ass little country, a letter has summoned you to the Royal Palace's boutique. Imagine! Which I fucking own now, so I shouldn't have to pay for anything. I'm a fucking queen. Hello? I got this letter about an appointment. Uh-oh. You got the message too, huh? Oh my, Drake showed up for an appointment at the boutique? I call bullshit. Drake, you know what's going on. As did I. Hey! I got one too! Oh dear. Oh no. We're all being collected. And here I was hoping this would be a solo appointment. All of your friends except Shamar are there, and each pulls out a letter much like your own. Whatever this is, I think Shamar is in on it. I saw him coming out of the Royal Armory the other day, but he wouldn't tell me what he was doing in there. Oh my god, he's gonna execute us. Oh my god. Now that you mention it, I heard him talking to Madeline about some kind of a guest list. Oh my god, he is going to murder us all. Guests at our own funerals! I doubt it. Ooh, what if it's a surprise party? Or some kind of drill. Surprise party drill? Oh my god, Maxwell, what do you know? Maxwell, no. Collection of royal romance characters. I would go back and play this for Hannah. I don't think I could do it for Drake. I really don't. That he's such an asshole. I'm sorry. No, you know what? I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Drake's just an asshole 2018, okay? We established this all the way back in the beginning. Drake's an asshole, okay? I don't think I could actually do it. I have seen some of his scenes out of curiosity. I still wouldn't do it. Nope, still wouldn't do it. He's not that good. Maybe Shamar is planning something before we go on our honeymoon. Oh my god, one could only hope. I can't believe your honeymoon is finally here. How have you two been enjoying the married life? If you're asking whether there's been sex, Hannah, yes, there's been plenty of sex. It's okay. You can ask the question. Marriage rocks. The best part is, so we can say, spending every day with my amazing husband. Ew. Sharing a bedroom. I would have to consult some actual, like, paired couples on this, but that actually sounds potentially miserable. Potentially. You know, the whole, like, trying to match up a mattress that suits you both, um, and, like, you know, what if somebody snores? What if somebody talks in their sleep? What if somebody is always too hot or too cold? It could be a problem. Or no more Anton, which that seems legit. Oh, I'm sure there's going to be something in this chapter that I might not be too fond of, you know, because that's happened a few times over the course of my, long and storied streaming career. No, I'm going with no more Anton. The rest of those other two things are like, eh. Nobody's threatened, shot at, or kidnapped anyone I love in weeks. Yes, that is completely valid. I like it. One trip to a poorly maintained dungeon was more than enough for me. Very fair, Olivia. There's a brisk knock on the door. Before any of you can answer it, Madeline walks in. Oh dear. Oh dear, and she's dressed fancy. Good. You're all here. Oh god. Wanna tell us what this is all about? King Shamar is clearly planning some royal event, but he wouldn't tell me the details. I only know that there's to be a celebration this afternoon. He's gonna kill us! Is that why the invitation said to, quote, dress your best? And to bring no more than 2 concealed daggers? You know Olivia's bringing 3. You know she is. That's the smart thing to do. Mine said shirt and shoes are mandatory. Yeah, Maxwell's because that's kind of the best we can hope for from you. If you would have said dress your best, you'd show up in the goddamn squid suit. You would. Quote, no denim. End quote. Like, as he stands there in a denim shirt. He clearly cared so much. Obviously, I tailored each invitation to its recipient. Surprise! Shamar was the antagonist all along! Probably. Some things never change. In light of whatever this mysterious event may be, I expect you all to look presentable for the court. Oh dear. Okay, well that's good warning to have. Hannah ducks into a changing booth, then comes back out holding 2 dresses, her brow furrowed. I love both of these so much. Kira, which do you think looks better? So we have the choice of her handmade dress or her flower gown. Ooh. Well, we had her wear the handmade dress at our wedding, so let's have her wear the flower gown this time, because I really do like her in that too. She looks really good. And I'm not just saying that because it's cut down to there. It's nice to have an occasion to wear it again. Also, I like her hair like that. It's really cute. Drake steps out of his own changing booth, adjusting his collar. Do you practice jumping into fancy dresses, or is it just a natural skill? Oh, no. That's practice, dude. Ha. Ha. Oh my god, Hannah did sarcasm. Oh my god, y'all. Hannah did sarcasm. You did that tie up pretty quick yourself. Olivia steps out of another booth with a smirk, swishing her skirt around her heels. Yeah, I figured she was gonna be back in her, like, murdering dress. Dressing oneself isn't rocket science. But we do make a rather dashing group. Is this still bloodstained, or did she get... Okay, here's the thing. I would ask if Olivia got the bloodstains taken out, but I already know the answer. No, because she would see those as a point of pride. I guarantee it, that dress still has bloodstains on it. Okay. Maxwell? You coming? I'm trapped in a matrix of possibilities. Kira, help me pick. Which one looks cooler? Oh no. Okay. So we have the like fancy black number, which, you know, is what it is. Oh my god, or we have the squid suit. Maxwell, no. And yet, is there more than that? Nope, it's just those two. Okay. He said matrix of possibilities, and there's only two. That's not a 1x2 matrix is barely a matrix, Maxwell. Like, I'm looking for like 3 or 4 dimensions here before we even talk about matrix. Okay, okay. Alright, I'll give my lovely viewers what they want. He can wear the goddamn squid suit. Oh my god. Madeline's gonna kill us. She's gonna kill us before Shamar gets the chance. House Beaumont's honor demands it. Oh god. I never approved that. It's too late. The cephalopod rides again. Oh my god, Maxwell, please never, never, never. Well, I'm not about to physically remove it from your body. Now we get to find out whether Maxwell's disappointed by that. Oh, I almost forgot. He whistles, and a few seconds later, Oliver comes bounding into the boutique. Yay! Our pupper is back! Best purchase ever. Herf? You cute, you pupper! Oliver! You scratch behind his ears, and he nuzzles your hand happily. Yes, so puppy. I figured this little guy should have a chance to get dressed up too. What do you think? Yes, Oliver should very much be dressed in his little tux. He must be. You wrestle Oliver into his adorable dog-sized tuxedo. He prances around the room, his tail wagging furiously. Do you feel fancy? You're so cute. I'm taking that as a yes. Madeline clears her throat and turns to you. As for you, Kira, the Queen of Cordonia can't show up in just anything. King Shamar had this custom tailored for you. Hand it over. For 25 diamonds, I don't think so. This is Dynasty of Love, command hearts and minds in this magnificent regalia. I like it in that it makes our hips look big enough for our shoulders, but, yeah, 25 diamonds is a little steep even for the end of the book. So, I like the color, though. I like the color with the white model. I don't know how much I would like that color on other skin tones. I'd have to see it. That's the problem with a lot of these dresses, is that they're very clearly made for certain skin tones. And don't look good on the others. So that's a problem. Unless they change it for the different skin tone models, which, I mean, I suppose they could, but I kind of doubt they do. Anyway. Yep. We're sticking with the little black dress. Sorry, Shamar. You're gonna make me pay for it. I don't know what Shamar has us walking into. Safer to stick to the old standby. Oh no, maroon and gold look really good together, actually. Yeah. The school colors for my mom's high school were technically maroon and white, but they used gold as an accent, and Yeah, the maroon and gold looked better than the maroon and white. The maroon and white looked kind of bleh, but yeah. Yeah, no, if there's even a chance that I can spill anything on myself, I want my little black dress. I feel less bad. Well, for once, I can't argue with your logic. Really? I'll have to mark this day on my calendar. Oh, one more thing. As queen, you have the right to wear a tiara signifying your status as royalty. I've arranged a number of options for you. Oh dear. I like the sound of this. So this is the Royal Rose. Flaunt your royal authority with this elegant and inspiring tiara. We have the same thing but in gold. Gilded Grace. Flaunt your royal authority with this elegant and inspiring tiara. Oh, is it just the same description every time? Yes, it is the same description every time. Pearlescent one, which is very Princess Diana, which I kind of like that. Might come back to it. The Petal Perfect, which looks like it's just diamonds. Or nothing at all. On the head, not the rest of the body. Yeah, I kind of like that pearl one. Black dress and pearls looks good. I'm gonna go with that. Although we're gonna have a headache later because tiaras are heavy. How does it look? Fantastic. Commanding. Dare I even say regal? Oh my. Oh dear. Now, all of you need to hurry to the throne room. It's bad form to keep the king waiting. Yeah, you know what else is bad form? Well, I guess it leads to bad form. Drunkenness! Said Colin O'Donoghue with a very fake ponytail on. Very fake. So fake. So fake. I'm sorry, my dude, we could all tell. We could all tell that ponytail was fake. You step into the royal throne room with your friends. And find the entire hall packed with people from across Cordonia. Oh dear. What the... Maybe this is one of those flash mob things I heard about. Oh my god, Maxwell, no. Maxwell, no, do not start doing a weird dance. Do not start doing Thriller. Do not start doing the Thriller. Maxwell, I swear to god. Oh no. It looks like some sort of official royal ceremony. And you're wearing the fucking squid suit, Maxwell. Ah. Whatever it is, I think we're supposed to make our way toward those thrones. Trumpets blare as you begin your walk down the grand hall. As you arrive at the thrones, Maxwell arranges you and your friends in a line as Shamar appears. All in maroon and gold, yeah. Yeah. In case you didn't notice, the dress that we were supposed to buy is the one that's used on the cover art. Although the one used on the cover art is a little redder than that appeared. So we can say, Shamar, what is all this? Or you're looking official. That nice long coat. I do dare diss his amazing squid suit, okay? I do dare. So I'm the narrator, I can do what I want. I'm still confused over here. What is all this? All will become clear in a moment. I mean, I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but... Shamar turns to face the crowd. People of Cordonia, we have assembled this morning to recognize and pay respect to our national heroes. Did he say heroes? In your squid suit. Don't look at me. I'm as surprised as you are. Yeah, you look it. Don't worry, Maxwell. If I were you, I'd be surprised too. Wow, Olivia, finally, take a drink. Whew. Like the legends of old, the brave souls presented before you today have withstood many dangers, sacrificed their safety, and stood strong in the face of those who would destroy us. Okay. Like your father? Lord Maxwell Percival Beaumont. Yes, sir! I mean, yes, Your Majesty? For unerring optimism in the face of adversity, I hereby dub thee Guardian of the Realm. I thank you. Okay. Lady Hannah Lee, for grace under duress and invaluable companionship, I hereby dub thee Guardian of the Realm. What does this mean? You humble me, Your Majesty. Of course Hannah would have the perfect thing to say. Duchess Olivia Navrakis, for your steadfast determination and commendable, if not somewhat frightening, aptitude at arms, I hereby dub thee Guardian of the Realm. Mm-hmm. Oh my god, Olivia, why? Why? Sir Drake Walker, for unwavering loyalty and selfless sacrifice to Cordonia, to its citizens, and to its king, I hereby dub thee Guardian of the Realm. Imagine having to say this so many times and still sound serious. Drake nods respectfully. Guardians, step forward and be recognized. Just imagine Drake like, please God, no. Your friends step forward in near unison, and the hall fills with applause as news cameras flash. Finally, Kira Roth. From the moment you stepped foot on Cordonian soil, you treated this country and its people as your home and your family. Because apparently I didn't have any others. You were promised the chance for a better life, and I hope you've found it. But it was here, across the whole of this nation. Oh, but it was us, here, across the whole of this nation, whose lives were truly made better. You fought for us, you unified us, you won our hearts. You won my heart. Yeah, you snuck that in there. Shamar raises a large, ornate medallion over your head. I hereby dub thee Champion of the Realm, the highest title bestowed by the crown. I mean, I did fight off assassins twice on my own wedding day. This distinction reflects the gratitude of not only the royal family, but our entire nation. Shamar lowers the medallion over your shoulders, giving you the chance to say a few words to the crowd. We can say, will strive to prove myself worthy of such a great honor. Wanna hear some noise, people? Ew. Or, couldn't have done this without Shamar. No, we are not passing the buck on to the man here, honey. We did things. We actually did things. I will strive to prove myself worthy of such a great honor. A goal I have no doubt you will achieve with both ease and grace. Thank you, Your Majesty. This is really weird, him, like, awarding his queen. Well said, Kira. Hear, hear. From mystery woman to champion of the realm. What a story. What, queen wasn't good enough? Oh my god. You step forward to join your friends, prompting a second, louder round of applause from all in attendance. Here, in the presence of such noble heroes, I have one more announcement to make before my people. I have decreed the formation of a royal council, a circle of worthy advisors from common to noble born, to help guide my and Queen Kira's decisions. So, in the entire history of Cordonia, this never existed? Really? Like, not even... Really? Really. Didn't Kenna have a royal council? Because clearly, like, they keep I shouldn't say clearly. They keep hinting like Cordonia is basically future Stormhold. With, Luther Navrakis and, uniting the kingdoms and all that. So, what the hell? It is my sincere hope that through this council, all who now or will ever live in Cordonia will have a rightful say in its future. No, you know what does that? Like, Parliament. That's what Parliament is for. Not a royal council. A royal council? But the monarchy hasn't had one in, well, ever. Why today? Because it's the 21st century and we got iPhones? Anton Severus's actions were inexcusable, but I believe that he and other groups with similar goals felt the need to grasp at power through violence because Cordonia failed to offer it to them any other way. That is why I have formed the Royal Council, a peaceful and productive means of sharing the responsibility of power. Have the councillors been chosen? I'll reveal the council's full roster and the selection process at a later time, but there are some members I wish to announce today. Wow, I can't guess who they might be. All newly appointed Guardians of the Realm before me are hereby invited to join as my advisors. Oh god, Drake cannot have this kind of power, y'all. Neither can Maxwell. Hannah is the only one I would trust with this kind of power. I can't believe it. A seat on the Royal Council? Yeah, your parents can take that one to the bank, can't they? Just when I thought I was out of amazing titles to tack on to the end of my name? Are you sure you want me for a thing like that? Not really, but here we are. King Shamar was perfectly clear. Sounds like you're about to have an actual job, Drake. Shamar, I believe it was because they didn't get a good say in the government. Whereas Anton's like, I will be king, you bigots. Yeah. Shamar guides you back across the hall to the adoration of the crowd. Wow, I'm speechless. Hopefully not for long. We need your voice on the council, Hannah. Oh dear. When are we supposed to start counseling? Also, how specific are we allowed to get with our advice? Because I have opinions about the playlists used at Cordonian balls that I need to get out. Oh my god, Maxwell, you are not helping the optics here. Like, at all. There will be time to work out the details soon. But for now, we have a ball thrown in everyone's honor to attend. As your friends make their way to the ballroom, you stay behind for a moment to share a word with Shamar. Champion of the realm, how does it feel? I don't know. Like, we can say, I've accomplished something important. I don't really deserve it. Hey, we're not going there. Or, it should come with some sort of cash prize. Yeah, right, that's kind of judgy. Take a drink. Yeah, no, we do deserve it, because like I said, we fought off assassins twice on our wedding day. Alone. So, it's like I've accomplished something important. Good, because you have. I'm just happy I was able to make something of coming here. You know, being queen wasn't good enough. It's more than something. Kira, if I listed all of the things you've done that Cordonia is grateful, we'd have had a very long ceremony. Thanks, Shamar, for all of it. You've earned everything I ever gave you. Should we head to the ball? I have a few things left to attend to here, but I won't be far behind you. The doors to the grand ballroom of the palace are thrown open, and you make your entrance. Here we go. Kira! Or should I say, champion of the realm? It's been 500 years since Cordonia had a champion. I'd expected the next to be a Navrakis, but I can see how, considering the circumstances, Shamar could justify naming you. Wow. Ouch. After all, you did help put Anton away, and you do rule by Shamar's side as queen. I suppose what I'm saying is, if it can't be me, I can respect that it's you. Sure, thanks. Olivia, we can say, for the record, you'd have made an excellent champion of the realm. You'd better respect it, otherwise I'll banish you from the council. Or, just shut up and give me a hug already. I'm not gonna go with the banish you from the council answer. Excellent champion of why am I questioning whether I want to hug Olivia? Basically because otherwise it sounds like we're like passing off, oh, I'm not worthy. We're okay. Alright, fine. Just shut up and give me a hug already. We're not passing this off. We deserve this. If I have to. You hug Olivia with both arms as she awkwardly taps you on the back. Just watch the... Ow! Was that a dagger in your corset? Yes. Sorry. I dress for combat readiness, not for hugs. I still don't get why she dresses for combat readiness now, but whatever. Whatever. She needed a personality. Just then, a trumpet sounds. The herald announces the king's arrival. Kira, may I have this dance? You want to dance with me? We can say, I'd love to, or I'm ready to do a lot more than dance. Really, Kira, are you feeling hot-blooded? Got a fever of 103? I'd love to. Not going there. I've done enough of that. I was hoping you'd say that. Shamar takes your hand and whisks you out onto the dance floor of the grand ballroom. As the orchestra plays, Shamar leads you into a waltz around the room. If you'd told me back when I lived in New York that this would be my life someday, I probably wouldn't have believed you. So much has changed since you came here. Remember my first ball? How could I forget? I was supposed to be greeting all of the ladies that night. And gentlemen, come on now. But I must confess that I couldn't take my eyes off of you the entire evening. I mean, I guess Shamar could be Het, but come on. At first I told myself it was out of concern. I didn't know how you'd navigate life at court. Mm-hmm. Imagine my surprise when I found out that you didn't just survive Kira Roth. You brought this place to its knees. Yeah. I've learned by now that nothing is beyond you. As long as I, pull the trigger fast on the time's choices, I guess. Particularly not when it comes to you, my husband, my king, my love. Aww. Yeah, he likes that. Of course he does. As the song winds down, I hate to say it, but we should probably make the rounds. Spend some time with our friends before we leave for the honeymoon. Oh dear. Okay. You're right. I've got some people I've been meaning to catch up with, too. I'll see you a little later. I'm gonna hold you to that. As Shamar leaves, you look around the room for a familiar face. So we can find Hannah, Drake, Maxwell, or Olivia. I'm gonna start with Maxwell and work counterclockwise, I guess. So let's start with Maxwell. You walk into the grand stairwell and find Maxwell, Bertrand, Savannah, and Barty at the bottom of the stairs. Maxwell pinches Bertrand's nose. Oh dear. Maxwell's getting cocky now. See? Uncle Maxwell's got Daddy's nose! Poor Barty. He makes a happy baby noise that I can't do. I don't know babies. Maxwell, remove your hand from my face this instant. Course he would wear a turtleneck. Maxwell pulls his hand away from Bertrand's face. And where'd his nose go? Barty's very confused because there is very clearly still a nose on Bertrand's face. Poor kid. Now he's all upset. Oh my god. Don't upset the child. Do not be fooled by such tricks of the eye. My nose is right here. Is it though, Bertrand? And it's back! And he makes a happy baby noise. Kira, you arrived in time to see me remove and reattach Bertrand's nose. Honestly, I think I missed my calling as a surgeon. Yeah, if you could do that seamlessly, you absolutely would have. Trust me, you didn't. Ouch! Wow, Kira. Take a drink. Don't let your dreams be dreams, Maxwell. Bertrand leans over and straightens Barty's clothes. While he does this, Barty squeezes Bertrand's cheeks. Oh my god, there's too many B's in this sentence. Through his son's grabby hands, Bertrand smiles. How go the wedding plans for the happy couple? They're getting married? What? What? No. 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 God, no. No. We do not encourage this behavior. This is irresponsible. You... This is exhausting. Okay. Alright. I tried. Yes, I knew that he proposed and all that, and I knew that she said yes, but that doesn't mean I have to like it. We can't replicate the splendor of your wedding, but we're thinking of something courtly. We'll use the entire royal stable if we have to. What does that mean? Are you planning on getting married in the stable? Is that what? What? I'm confused. I don't think we'll need that many horses. We can start with 4. Kira, I want to thank you. This wouldn't have happened without you. Yeah, that's the problem. Is that it shouldn't have happened. And we definitely should not have been involved in it. I am not happy about this. I mean, like I said, I already knew it was coming. That doesn't mean I have to like it. You gave him the courage when he needed it most. Please don't hold me responsible for this, because it's going to end in tears. The horse is their priest. Think nothing of it. So that actually reminds me of a god-awful movie called The Rite, which is a knockoff of The Exorcist, in which I am genuinely supposed to be afraid of a demon that presents as a red-eyed mule. This is supposed to be scary, y'all. I grew up with horses. I took one look at that thing and I fell over laughing. I already wasn't taking that movie seriously because, like, it was basically an exhibition in Colin O'Donoghue focusing more on his accent than on his performance, because he wasn't allowed to act. And also, like, very, very creepy Catholic overtones, and y'all know what I mean by creepy and Catholic together. Yeah. Okay, apparently it's not going to show you. Bertrand saying, on the contrary, we'll think everything of it for the rest of our lives. No, please, think nothing of it. Bertrand, we can say, you deserve each other. No, Savannah deserves 1,000 times better. Or, don't mess this up or I will find you. Yeah, that second one. Don't mess this up or I will find you. Yes, you should be worried. I'm the queen. Understood. If I ever need help expressing my true intentions, I'll consult you. No, you'll consult a licensed psychologist. Someone who actually specializes in this type of thing. Preferably someone who literally specializes in couples counseling. That's who you need, Bertrand. And just years of it. I can already tell you, years of it. Years. Good. And Savannah, you can call me if he ever Bertrands too hard. Gladly. Savannah, even if House Beaumont's fortunes aren't what they once were, I promise to give you and Barty nothing but the best. No, don't fucking bankrupt yourself over this, dude. Come on. It's not what this is about. That's all we need. As your successfully sponsored queen, I will do what I can to keep House Beaumont afloat. Even if not in name, you know I'll always be House Beaumont at heart. Thank you. Though I don't think it'd be right to ask for anything. Yeah, shut up. I found embracing the truth to be far less exhausting than attempting to give the appearance of wealth. Besides, we have enough money to stay afloat, and for the first time I can say I'm truly happy. Well, good for you, you abusive predator. Aw, Bertrand. Does that mean no more grand claims about upholding the prestigious legacy of Bartholomew Beaumont? I will always uphold the great legacy of my father, because I've learned that our legacy can carry on in other forms. Bertrand smiles at Savannah and Barty. Yeah, no shit. He needs the endless summer protagonist. In the few weeks of the game, they had to give enough advice to be the group counselor. No shit. That game is absolutely notorious for making you perform roles for which you are definitely not qualified. Especially given the plot twist, you are definitely not qualified. But, yeah. Oh my god. Not even kidding. I can declare with absolute certainty of meaning that everything I do now will be for House Beaumont. Then I hope you're not disappointed that I found the key that leads to the vault, that leads to the other secret hidden vault that solves all our financial troubles. Maxwell, careful boy. I was waiting for the right moment to tell everyone, and I think this is it. Maxwell searches through a book bag by the staircase and pulls out a book. A simple book? Indeed. I present to thee, my humble friends, the laborious flowering of my secret diary, unsuccessful bullet journal, and awkwardly taken scrapbook photos. Uh-oh. Oh no. Maxwell, what have you done? A story so inspiring that it could only be written during nights of caffeine-induced delirium. Maxwell, are you under the impression that writers actually make a living wage? Because I gotta tell you something, boy. Like, the average for a writer in the United States is like 20 grand a year, and that's saying that some writers make a shit ton and most make almost nothing. Just saying. This is the definitive tale of the rise of Kira and her lovable companions. Oh my god. Okay, so yeah, it's literally titled The Royal Romance by Maxwell Beaumont. Oh dear. It's Maxwell's tell-all book. We shall admire it. Go on, read some of it. Oh god, Maxwell. Chapter 1. That Fateful Night. It all began one night in a New York City dive bar. Shamar was looking for an inconspicuous location to celebrate his bachelor party. Now, I'm not one for unremarkable party locations. The more spectacular, the more memorable has always been my modus operandi. But there comes times in a man's life when he has to choose between his trusted ways and the needs of a good friend, or needs of a trusted friend. Shamar was that friend, and by God, we were going to find an unassuming dive bar. Yeah, exactly. People like J.K. Rowling. I don't think she technically counts in that particular statistic because she's not a U.S. citizen. So in that case, we're really counting people like Stephen King. I think Dean Koontz probably makes pretty good money. Shit, does crime novels. I can't think of his name. Probably also makes good money. You can tell I read so many crime novels. But yeah. Those types of people. With my intrepid guidance, we arrived at the bar and took our seats. My sour assistant and second-in-command, Drake, could not contain his demands for whiskey as the manager seated us. Wow! Ouch! That's when the future Cordonian sensation walked into our lives. Radiant... Yes, Patterson, that's who I'm thinking of, thank you. James Patterson. Radiant, friendly, and smelling like she just took out the trash. Ouch, Maxwell. While I cleverly kept up our commoner ruse by ordering steaks, Shamar walked in, and he and Kira laid eyes on each other. I've seen a lot of fireworks in my time, but the look those two shared in that moment would put even the greatest fireworks finale to shame. Aww. In that moment, I knew this girl in the ill-fitting waitress uniform would become House Beaumont's salvation, Shamar's freedom, and Cordonia's hero. Oh, the hell you did, Maxwell! Come on! Come on now, boy. I think you're stretching it a little bit. My editor and I really worked on focusing the writing style. Pretty neat, huh? Sure, Maxwell. Maxwell, we can say, you're an author now! Did you add in the part where I defeated 20 assassins? Or, your face is on the cover of my story. I mean, honestly, that is kind of a problem. But I guess let's be supportive. You're an author now. A soon-to-be famous world touring author. But you've been named to the Royal Council. In my new life as a jet-setting elite, I will remotely carry out my duties as Royal Party Planner. Sure, again, I don't think this is happening, Maxwell. Picture me flying over the Himalayas taking a call from some stumped advisor. How do we make this party a success, Lord Maxwell? Wheel in a flamethrower Trojan horse full of horse archers with flaming arrows. What? Boy. Hang up. Job done. Easy. No, honey, no. I'll make sure to wear flame retardant clothes to future parties. Sounds like a good plan. How is this good news for House Beaumont? I've earned an advance for writing the book and proceeds from pre-orders. Once sales total up and the movie deals roll in, we'll have a licensing empire. Okay. Anyone will be talking about the royal romance. Okay. You know how the world sees romance, right, honey? Honey. Maxwell. I have such terrible news for you about the way the world perceives romance. They love it as a side plot, they hate it as the main story, and they're really antagonistic toward the happily ever after, believe it or not. Like, really antagonistic. It's not realistic if there's a happily ever after. Or even a happy for now. It can only be realistic if they don't end up together in the end. Okay, whatever. So, you're saying... Money, my dear brother. Lots of money. Okay, honey. And don't worry, everyone involved in the story will see the royalties. Wow, Maxwell. Wow. That's generous of you. What can I say? I'm a benevolent media mogul. In a squid suit. And Bertrand, I'd like to give you most of my share of the pay to pay you back for the odd purchases you know about and the ones you still don't know about. No. Huh? Yeah, I'm confused too. You've been such an asset to running the house while I've focused on childcare. You deserve a reward. And a chance to manage your own funds responsibly. That's the first time you've ever used the word responsibly to describe me. I didn't say you were responsible yet, just that you should have the chance. Bring it in, big brother. Oh, God. Maxwell wraps Bertrand up in a huge hug. Yes, well, I'm not much one for sentiments, but I do love you, little brother. Now, don't let it go to your head. Okay. As Maxwell releases Bertrand, he taps a button on his phone and records a memo. Too late! Oh no, I've had novels that don't end happily, but that's exactly the point. Your novel would be taken seriously, and Maxwell writing the royal romance with a happily ever after, everyone would go, that's not realistic. So, yeah. There have been knockdown dragouts about that many times. Many times. It was the first time in my life that I realized I was no longer the tragic screw-up of the family. In my brother's eyes, the only eyes that mattered, I was a man. Oh God. Oh God. Maxwell. It was then that I knew that while parties and peacocks would come and go, brothers last forever. Oh, not even remotely true, Maxwell, but okay. Barty yawns and slumps over in Savannah's arms. He's just a very tired baby. I think that's our cue to step outside to let Barty nap. Yes. It seems there is a fine line between Barty is sleepy and Barty is a screaming banshee without reason or remorse. Yup. And we prefer to stay on the good side of that line. Yeah, no, Maxwell can't be taken seriously in his squid suit. That's the entire problem. Congratulations again, Kira. Thanks. Remember to visit often. Of course. I mean, your brother's on the Royal Council now and shit. Farewell, Kira. And thank you for everything. Bertrand, Savannah, and Barty head for the palace doors. I can't believe you kept a secret from me for this long. I wanted it to be a surprise. You've done so much for me. Not as much as you've done for me. Wow, we're gonna get into this, are we? If it hadn't been for you, I don't think I would have ever thought that I could be more than the screw-up little brother. Thank you for having faith in me. Aww. Anyway, I should let you get back to the party, and I should get back to my burgeoning media empire. Okay, you go ahead and think that. See you around! Maxwell finger guns at you as he returns to the ballroom. So I said I was going to work around, so that was... Wait, Shamar was on this list? I guess so. Anyway, technically means Olivia's next, because I remember Hannah was last. So. You walk out into the hall where you find Olivia, along with Kiara, Penelope, and their families. And that's when yours truly had to save the day. Okay, Olivia. Oh my, that's terrifying. She was magnifique. I don't think we would have made it had it not been for her and Kira. Yes, well, I had to do my best to make sure everyone made it to the wedding. It paid off when Anton tried to kill us a third, fifth time? Doesn't really matter. Okay, alright. I'm not missing something. That's cool. Point being, I had the luxury of watching that sad excuse of a man's defeat. Olivia, are you regaling the court with tales of conquest? It's a story that deserves to be told. Tell me, Kira, did you feel the same elation watching Anton lose? Quite a bit, yeah. Honestly, I felt, we can say, relieved that it was over, like I didn't get to laugh in his face enough, or the wild adrenaline rush of revenge. Okay, no, we're not going to be miniature Olivia here. Although, the second one's tempting. No, we're gonna be good. Honestly, I felt relieved that it was over. After an attack, an abduction, and a fight, I just want to be able to relax and enjoy my life in peace. Yeah, you're a royal. That's not going to happen. I can imagine. It's been one challenge after another. We're just glad everyone made it back. And by we, she also means Merlin and Morgana. Woof, woof. Yeah, babies. And Oliver's here too, yay! How come Oliver didn't get a medal? Oliver and the poodles dash around the group, then playfully pounce on each other. Ezekiel walks over and separates them. Easy there, or you're gonna ruin your outfits. Aww. I'm glad we all made it back, too. And we can bask in all the rewards that come with victory. Okay. Indeed. I may not have been named a guardian, but Shamar informed me that I'll become the diplomatic liaison on the Royal Council. What does that mean? Kiara, you did it! You're living your dream! I'm honored, and will serve your majesties with distinction. I didn't think my daughter would surpass me so soon. Oh, father, don't say that. I still have much to learn before surpassing you. I'm just glad my precious daughter is safe. I was worried when she wanted to return to court. But she said you'd look out for her, Kira. And it seems you were able to protect her. Yeah, I can't do the accent, sorry. Believe me, Kiara didn't need protecting this time around. But I'll always have her back. Kira is too kind. We had each other's backs. And I was honored to be included in the wedding, even though it meant risking my life. Yeah, kinda directly. It certainly could have been a tragedy of epic proportions. Thankfully, we were all able to enjoy your special day. It was marvelous. And now all our troubles are behind us. One can hope. Agreed. We can look ahead to our futures. Ezekiel, dear, didn't you say you had an announcement on your future you wanted to make today? Zeke, are you doing what I think you're doing? Come on. Stupid phone. Oh, right, says Ezekiel. Ezekiel steels himself, standing as tall as he can. Watching Kira pursue her dream has convinced me to pursue mine. Soon I will disinherit myself from the line of succession and become a veterinarian. Yay! He's gonna be a vet! I don't understand why he has to disinherit himself, but yay! That's great, Zeke! You'll make a very compassionate vet. Thank you, Penelope. Father, I know that's not what you want to hear, but I've made my choice. Besides, we all know that Kiara would make a much better leader for Castasarian than I would. I'm going with it. You're giving up everything we've worked for to treat fleas and manhandle animals? Oh my god, if he manhandles an animal, I swear to God. Oh, Hakim, be proud of your son. He's pursuing his passion. It's not what I'd envisioned my son doing. But if my wife has taught me anything, it's that following your heart can be equally rewarding. Okay, you pretentious ass. Maybe you guys can adopt a pet so you can see firsthand how wonderful animals are. Ooh, perhaps a mongoose? Or a boa constrictor, or maybe a peacock. That Beaumont boy is always going on about how majestic they are. Oh my god, rich people, why? No, those are not pets. They're... well, small boas are, but still, no. Get a normal pet, like a dog or a hamster. Before we make any rash decisions, let's turn to the most important matter at hand, Castasarian. With Ezekiel abdicating, Castasarian is yours, Kiara, if you want it. Father? I'm older than Zeke. It should have been mine in the first place. Fuck the patriarchy. It would be my greatest pleasure. Kiara, we can say, welcome to the Duchess Club. I want to see your mad with power version. Of what? Or will you inherit a fancy hat? What is with this weird thing they had with us in fancy hats? Welcome to the Duchess Club. Thank you. It's nice to be included. I'll sign you up for the newsletter, Duchess Digest. Oh my god. We would, though. Maybe hold off on that. I'm not going to inherit the title anytime soon. Yeah, well, you need to be prepared. But you can still have a pet. Having one around might be nice. Please get a dog! Merlin and Morgana would love more playmates. Haroo! They appear to approve. I would suggest a Lithicos direwolf. They make excellent warhounds. Oh my god, of course, direwolf. Ah. The watch, yeah, she's in the north, it's cold. How stark. Yeah, okay, whatever. I'll think about it. Penelope, I believe you also had an announcement. Oh, well... When Kira convinced me to come back to court with my poodles, so many people complimented Merlin and Morgana on their outfits. I realized that not all dogs have access to fashionable outfits. This was something I could give the world. Okay. So I've decided to become a dog fashion designer. That's great! Come on. You'll make the most beautiful dog dresses in Cordonia. Thanks. Though I'm not really sure where to begin, but I know I want to do this. Another artiste? Penelope, darling, I know plenty of people who would love to host the inaugural show of an up-and-coming fashion designer. Oh dear. Okay. And I know who will be the star. Oliver! Huh? It's you, boy. Ruff, ruff, ruff. Yeah. Really? Can a portion of the proceeds also go to local humane societies? Whatever you want, you have. Wow! Thank you, thank you, thank you! Oh my god, Penelope. Mom, Dad, I hope this is all okay. I know you wanted me to find a suitable match. And you can still have that and have a career, Penelope. Why are people acting like this is an either or? We just want you to be happy. And honestly, I think she's already found someone suitable. Wow, Kira, no! Back off! Don't be that married person. Ezekiel and Penelope smile at each other. I have a feeling there'll be more wedding bells in the future. Oh, God. Stop pressuring people! And maybe some new heirs to the family. Mom! Dad! Who's ready to get to know each other better over dinner? The palace brought in cuisine from the Philippines. I'd love to hear about your winery, Joelle. And now we'll be here all night. Au revoir. I'll see you around the palace, Your Majesty. Penelope and Kiara head back towards the ball with their families. Oliver brushes up against your leg and then trots back to the ballroom. Not gonna join them? Honestly, they were starting to get on my nerves. Two families shouldn't get along that well. From the looks of things, there'll be one family soon. Great. Another wedding. Hopefully it'll be less eventful than this one. Got future plans you don't want interrupted? First, finalizing my annulment from a certain ex-press secretary. Of course. Then I must tour Lithikos to ensure it can defend itself in case any other of Anton's ilk show up. You're really doing it to check in with your people, aren't you? That's not what I... You know what? Yes. There's no shame in wanting to take care of my people. Goddamn right, Olivia. Good job. They're lucky to have you. Gone are the days of the nefarious Navrakas plotting in their estate. I will set a new example. Lithikos, no, Cordonia needs a strong, loyal Navrakas. There's just one last bit of work. I need to research more history to find if there are any more hidden deals or laws that'll come back to bite us later. Good thought. Wow, you're all booked up. Don't you want to take some time off first and enjoy yourself? What could be more fun than thwarting my power-hungry ancestors? Fair point. How about we can say combat-heavy historical reenactments, frolicking in a field of flowers, or hanging out with me? Again, we're acting like we're really buddy-buddy with Olivia, which I don't really like. But, honestly, for Olivia, it's combat-heavy historical reenactments, let's be real. That's a good suggestion. Maybe I'll add a special reenactment of the Battle of Lycos Bay to one of the upcoming festivals. I imagine you'll participate. Of course. I make an excellent dragon. Yeah, see, yeah. This is so very, yeah. No. Now then, I believe we have a ball to return to. Not gonna duck out early? And miss out on even more people's praises? Never. You deserve it. I probably wouldn't be alive without you. Yeah, this chapter is really long. I'm gonna wrap this bit up and then that'll be the night. Because, yeah. Oh my god. Well, I suppose I might have been Anton's captive wife without you, so I think we're even. You've been a real experience, Kira. That's a polite word for it. So Olivia admitted that she considers us a friend, as she says, and dare I even say, a friend. Which is messed up on a lot of levels, but okay. Did you say... Oh god, please. Friends! Oh god. Yes, I did. And that doesn't mean I have to like everything you do. That is very true. There'll never be a time when I don't hate that friends thing. It's an acquired taste. Anyway, I'm heading back to the party before I throw up. Enjoy the ball, Your Majesty. As Olivia turns away, you see her flash a smile. She walks back to the ball. All right. Oh my god! They keep adding people. Okay, yeah, no, we're definitely stopping for the night. We'll pick this back up on Friday. We'll hopefully actually finish it this time. And that'll give me a little bit of extra time to figure out what's coming next for the streams. So, enjoy your weeks. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. And catch you later.